Hi friends, Janelle here at Blooming Lotus, your space for sustainable fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and wellness. If you are interested in learning more about sustainability and following my holistic wellness journey, I recommend you hit that subscribe button and give us a little follow. Well, as you can see, I recently straightened my hair, and kind of straightened because your girls always have to have some kind of curl texture going on, but I did an at-home blowout. And I love the look. I love the inches. I love a switch up. But it also got me thinking about the reasons why I actually prefer to keep it curly year round instead. So today we're talking about hair. We're diving into the history of hair relaxers and the state of these products on the market today, including a recent class action lawsuit that's going around. So let's get into it. So who came up with hair relaxers anyway? Well, it's historically attributed to Garrett Augustus Morgan in 1909. Morgan, a black man and son of former slaves, based out of Paris, Kentucky, accidentally discovered what we know today as relaxer, straightening cream, perm, whatever you like to call it. And he found it when he was trying to find a solution to ease friction on sewing machines in his tailor shop. While testing the solution, he used a woolly fabric and noticed when it came into contact with the wool, it ended up changing its curl texture or straightened or laid it out. Light bulb moment! He first tested his cream on a neighbor dog. It was an Airedale who have natural curly fur. So he was like, let me test it on my own hair. Later on, he established G.A. Morgan Hair Refining Company and began selling it to black and mixed people. Now, the concept of straightening textured hair is not new. Tribes in Africa have been using plant-based concoctions, including clay masks, to lengthen and loosen the kink in their hair long before the 19th century. The hot comb was said to have originated in France by black people as a way to assimilate to European beauty standards, making its way to America in the 1880s. In the 1900s, Madam C.J. Walker patented her line of black hair care products, becoming well known for her impact on the press and curl styling process. And later on, she was established as the first American female self-made millionaire. Y'all need to check out Self-Made on Netflix. It's super inspiring, so check it out. Back to G.A. Morgan. So his chemical relaxer or hair refiner worked perfectly to straighten textured hair. However, the ingredients were known to cause severe scalp burns, hair breakage, and damage, including hair loss when it was overexposed to the main ingredient, lye. So what's lye? So the lye relaxer consists of sodium hydroxide mixed with water, petroleum jelly, mineral oil, and emulsifiers to create a creamy consistency. On application, this lye cream permeates the protein structure of the hair and weakens its internal bonds, causing the natural curls to loosen out as the fiber swells open. Very scientific, but also very toxic. So, with increased awareness on the negative effects of these ingredients, the search for a solution commenced. So things like using petroleum jelly on the scalp to avoid that chemical burn, and even switching up the ingredient was part of this, how can we make this better? So the Proline company launched its first commercial no-lye relaxer using potassium hydroxide in 1919, as opposed to the sodium hydroxide or lye, which could be found in industrial solvents, cleaners, including floor stripping products, brick cleaners, cements, and even household products like drain cleaners, metal polishes, and even oven cleaners. Imagine putting oven cleaner on your hair. Imagine. Yikes. So, fast forward to the 1990s when Rio Hair Naturalizer Systems falsely claimed that their products were chemical-free, only to later on be the subject of a class action suit after those acidic chemicals it contained caused scalp damage and even hair loss on thousands of users. The product was eventually withdrawn from the market. So today, many hair relaxers use phthalate as one of their chemical ingredients. Phthalates from cosmetic products can be inhaled or absorbed by the skin, and these have been shown to have estrogenic effects in cell models and experimental animals. It's been linked to uterine fibroids and ovarian, uterine, endometrial, and breast cancers, among other reproductive impacts. Scary? Well, on October 17, 2022, the National Cancer Institute published a study that found that the use of hair straightening products is linked with a higher risk of developing uterine cancer. According to the study, certain endocrine disrupting chemicals that are often found in straighteners and other hair products may have contributed to this cancer risk. Endocrine disruptors such as formaldehyde, which is used in embalming fluid, and phthalates interfere with how the body's hormones function and could potentially lead to reproductive problems, altered development, disrupted sexual development, low birth weight, a weakened immune system, and up to and including cancer. So aside from the still present scalp burning effect, the study also pointed out that applying heat through flat ironing or blow drying during the straightening treatment could release or decompose those damaging chemicals, leading to higher exposure. And I'm like, it's part of the process. Like, you have to apply heat to activate it. Well, in December 2022, a class action suit was filed against these hair relaxers and straighteners. So it was Motions, Dark and Lovely, Soft and Beautiful, Optimum Care, Cream of Nature, Just for Me, Olive Oil, and Brazilian Blowout, which is super popular, and I even got to use it once. So why do we even expose ourselves to this? I remember when I was preparing for my TEDx talk in 2016, I polled my friends and family on Facebook, and I asked them if they thought I should wear my hair curly or straight for the presentation. And y'all, it was a split decision. Well, I was super shocked by the reasoning behind those who had picked straight hair. For starters, many of them had curly hair themselves. And every single one who commented on why I should wear it straight said they believed I should straighten it because I would look more polished and professional. I was like, I'm hurt, okay, but I'm not one to miss an opportunity to rebel and prove people wrong. So I went for a curly updo. I did feel polished and professional, and I didn't have to sacrifice my essence. So, and then I was thinking also about what I did for my wedding, which looking back was a huge mistake. So I straightened it, but I also did like these big soft curls, like a Hollywood glam style. But we got married in the Dominican Republic and the humidity was psh. So by the end of the day, my hair looked terrible. And I honestly felt like I could have worked my curls much better, and I wouldn't have been fussing or complaining about it like I ended up doing. And taking it back even further, thinking about how when I was a child growing up in a Dominican household and community in New York, where the language was always about this good hair versus pelo malo, bad hair, nappy hair. Conversations at the salon about how you had to tame that nappy hair in order to be found pretty or respected. I mean, we would go to the salon to get a roller set for 2 hours, and that hot blowout where they would burn your scalp. Yo, I hated it. It was absolute torture just to pass as like more European or fix that side of my, blackness or whatever. I mean, I also remember getting a relaxer when I was a teenager, and it ended up frying my hair. Like the ends were fried, and I had to cut like my hair to get rid of that. And as an adult, I ended up getting like 2 Brazilian blowouts. They convinced me that it wasn't gonna affect my curls, but it did. And I ended up having to do a big chop and start over with my natural hair journey. So after that, I vowed to never do another chemical treatment, and only I would do a blowout maybe once or twice a year, which is kind of where I am right now. Well, it's no secret that Black and brown folks have been the test subject of many harmful products, medications, and treatments. This hits a little different. The fact that these are common household beauty products that are out there, used on a constant basis, sold over the counter, unregulated by any kind of governmental entity, and targeted towards Black and brown women is just terrifying. I know the saying, beauty is pain, but when the products and treatments that are made for us to get closer to these Eurocentric beauty standards are literally killing us, it's just not worth it. I know we love a good switch up and all, but at what cost? Adding to that, your kinky, coily, curly, and wavy hair is beautiful and should never be deemed as savage like they said back in the day, or today, unkempt and professional. That is the language of our colonizers, and it's high time that we unlearn and deconstruct those paradigms because it is killing us. Like I said, I love a good switch up and the versatility every once in a while, but not permanent. So let's consider a new wave of embracing our hair that we were born with, styling it naturally, and celebrating your beauty without the fear of being looked at as unprofessional or even being subjected to any kind of discrimination. In fact, the Crown Act, also known as Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair Act, was created in 2019 by Dove and the Crown Coalition in partnership with the then State Senator Holly J. Mitchell of California. It's meant to ensure protection against discrimination based on race-based hairstyles by extending statutory protection to hair texture and protective styles like braids, locks, twists, and knots in the workplace and public schools. The Crown Act is now law at the state level in 20 states, including California, New York, Illinois, and Tennessee, among others, and at the municipal level in some states like right here in Texas, specifically the city of Austin. Though the bill passed in the U.S. House of Representatives on a vote of 235 over 189, it didn't pass at the U.S. Senate when Senator Cory Booker made the case on the Senate floor for a unanimous vote. So it will need to be reintroduced in 2023's legislative session. What you can do to help this move along is sign the petition and write to your state legislators. I've shared the link in the description box, so if you would like to end discrimination on the basis of your hair, texture, and style, let's get out there and make it happen. So that is the history of hair relaxers and everything that has come to light over the last 110 years. So what do you think about the class action lawsuit? If you were a victim, you still have time to participate because this is only getting started. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time.